So the Nintendo NX was just revealed as the Nintendo Switch, and it's exactly what they promised. It's a portable console and a home console all in one. You can switch between the two of them. It looks kind of like a tablet with removable controller bits, and it's got a base that makes it a home console. The controller bits on the sides are called Joy-Cons, and they can be removed and used on their own as controllers or attached into a base to be a more ergonomically designed thing. Now the Joy-Cons can be used alone as almost mini Wiimotes is what they kind of look like, or you can actually play two-player by using them sideways as like tiny baby NES controller type of things. And we're back to cartridges, boys! In recent years, cartridges have been able to hold a lot more data than discs have been able to, so I think this is a good call. And there's a post floating around showcasing all the third-party support they're gonna get, and I'm excited. It's supposed to be more powerful than the Xbone on about the same lines as the PS4, and for a portable console, that's something, dude. I think it looks fantastic. With the games they showcased, there's like the new Mario, they've got friggin' HD Skyrim on this thing. That's nice. The controller's not bad, and it also has what looks like a Pro controller that you can also get, which I'm definitely gonna get. All in all, looks fantastic. But there's a few things. Now first things first, how much is this thing gonna cost? When the Wii U first came out, the deluxe edition was like $350. I'd totally be on board paying that. If it's more up around like the 600 range, I'm not... No thanks, I don't know. That's gonna be tough. I'd have to wait for a bit to get like a deal or something. That would be a little much. I think my biggest concern is probably, how long is the battery gonna last in this thing? Is it gonna last a flight? Is it gonna last like a Monster Hunter session over at your buddy's place? And with the Joy-Cons being able to be removed from the middle tablet part, that's 3 things that need power. If one of those dies, you're pretty boned, no? So I mentioned the Pro controller, that looks nice. However, the Joy-Cons themselves look to be more designed for portability and looks than they are for being used. They had a similar problem with the 3DS in my opinion, but at least these things have thumbsticks. I was so worried that it was going to have friggin' circle pads, and I wasn't going to have that. Monster Hunter sucks with circle pads. I need fucking thumbsticks, dude. Just on their own, without the little peripheral thing that you slide them into, they don't look too comfortable to use. They look too small, they look too smooth. I don't know about you, but I tend to meat fist my games, and like if it's sliding around my sweaty hands, like it's not shaped for my hands, it's not going to be that easy to use. It's going to be the Pro controller or nothing, basically, for like your heavier games. Like even with the Wii remotes, like if they get sweaty, they move around in your hands, like they're tough to use. With like a regular controller, you've got your 2 hands on it. If you push really hard to the right on your thumbstick, you're putting all that pressure on this other hand, holding it in place. It's sturdy, you're good. With something like the Wiimote or these Joy-Cons, if you push left in your hand, and it's just your hand, and you're getting sweaty, sometimes the thing just spins in your hand, you know what I mean? Having just that controller, that's what I need. So definitely going for the Pro controller, and having those Joy-Cons with that slidey peripheral as kind of a makeshift Player 2 controller if I got a guest over, you know what I mean? Another thing, looking at the Joy-Cons, the D-pad is replaced with basically face buttons that work the same way, so that you can use them 2-player and they're almost even. The placement of the buttons on it are a little uneven, so I'm foreseeing a lot of Johns happening. It's like, oh, you got the further left-centered controller, that's the one I like to use. I got the stupid right-centered controller, and that's why I'm losing. Another thing I thought about is that the Joy-Cons slide downwards onto the tablet, which makes sense when it's in console mode because it's sitting in the thing. You can't slide them up through the table, right? You slide them down onto it. While, on one hand, when will I ever need to put the Joy-Cons onto the thing while it's in console mode? And on the other hand, if the Joy-Cons slide down onto it, what's stopping, like a while down the road when it's got like lots of wear and tear, you're just holding it, and what's stopping the tablet from just sliding down through your Joy-Cons? Like, that won't happen for a while, it'll take a good amount of wear for that to happen, but I'm worried that's going to happen at some point. The console part of your console is not going to be secured that well. Like, I'm sure it clips in and it's safe to begin with, but I'm talking like a while down the road. Like, if I've learned anything from the DS line, like, after you've had it for a while, the top screen starts getting loose. My DS Lite actually hit the point where if I tilted it, the stylus would actually just slide right out. Now, I'm seeing people wondering that when you remove the tablet from the console, does it decrease the resolution or the frame rate? Well, that's a legit, like, question that need answers. What if the console itself has no, like, mechanics to it, and it's basically a glorified charging dock with an HDMI output. Like, the tablet itself is the console, and, like, there's nothing more to it. And you plug it in, and all it does is charge it and feeds it to the TV. What if that's the case? You know, just like the Neo Geo X. And am I going to be able to charge this thing with a cable, or am I only going to be able to charge it with the dock? Like, if I'm having, like, a Monster Hunter party over at my place, I've got mine hooked up to my console, and I'm going to have, like, 3 buddies over here with the portable. And are they going to have to bring their whole docks to charge the things if we're sitting here playing all day? Or are we going to be able to use a cable? I don't know, just a few concerns I'm having. Like, overall the thing looks fantastic. Definitely better than the Wii U. I love the Wii U. This is definitely going to be better. Just a few questions I wanted to get off my chest. It's coming out in March. Only time will tell. But not CRANTIME. Because I don't know shit. Someone will find that funny.